So, hello. I haven't vlogged in a horrendously long time. And I picked a wonderful day to do it because I am actually still getting over a cold and my eyes are trying so hard to water. So I'm going to try and look into the camera, but every time I want to focus my eyes just start going, So, today is September 27th. And sadly, I did not make it home for Apple Fest this weekend as I had no money and I was sick. So I stayed home, and last night I had enough energy to go out and see what the clusterfuck was going on at Aberdeen, because as they do, making the problem worse, the media, like the Wig had articles that were like the calm before the storm, and other articles like predicting someone was gonna die or something, and you know, bringing in all the cops and the riot police and the mounted police. It was just ridiculous. They were building it up, and as said in a lot of articles, people were going just to see the police because they were wondering what was gonna go down. And I wasn't originally gonna go. I was going to a party, but then it was like empty when we got there. And so John looked at me, he's like, "Do you want to go to Aberdeen?" And I said, "May as well." Like, I was just one of those people. I said, I want to see what's going on. And we went, we saw a cop kind of yelling at this kid, "I do not have the humor for this shit tonight." And some guys on horses. Horses were fucking huge, man. God, they were big ass horses. Some random oil thighs being performed. And people on sidewalks. One guy getting arrested, but it wasn't that big a deal. Like, I went to Aberdeen first year and third year, and you know, it's just a whole fuckload of people. Like, I don't really see it as that much fun. I'd rather go and like spend time with my friends when we can actually socialize, because you know, you can't really speak to someone or have fun or laugh if you're just in a huge buttload of people. Like, it doesn't make sense. So I went there last night and it wasn't that great, and I read this morning in a couple articles, well, fuck, like on canoe.ca, it's a news site. I think it's kind of a general one. I don't think it's specific to the Sun or the Star, but they were saying how, you know, first of all, the article was listed under crime, which was so funny, as if this, I don't know, it was just so stupid, but saying how many people were arrested, how many people were there, and blah blah blah, and making it to be this huge deal. Meanwhile, the Wig is saying, it wasn't that big a deal. There weren't that many people, and it was raining, so not a lot of people were out. And yeah, like the Wig was just saying, yeah, it wasn't a big deal, and they were pretty calm about it, saying, it was a success, I guess. But they also kind of made it seem like the students lost in some way. They're like, they stared down the cops, and the students blinked, and it was over. But like, I don't feel it was a competition, really. Like, and they say students, and I'm tired of being lumped in with all these, people saying that the rich white kids at Queens who like, oh, if their parents knew. My fucking parents don't give a shit what I'm doing. I'm in university, I'm 21 years old. They're like, do whatever the hell you want, you're responsible for it. I don't know whose parents are thinking they're coming here and like, well, after school I go to my study class, and then we go and we play Scrabble, and then we play chess, and then we all watch American Idol and brush each other's hair. Like, really, if your parents are like that, you've done a very good job disguising like your university activities. Not that I'm like saying, everyone should be going out and getting drunk, but my parents grew up in Toronto. My parents are no strangers to partying. But yeah, as for all these people saying, the rich white Queen students and their parents are paying for, everything, how dare they, blah blah blah. Yes, my parents did help me, but I paid, with my summer job, I paid for my second year and third year for my tuition, my books, my rent, and my spending money. So fuck all you people labeling me. And I don't know, this whole thing is just pissing me off because they label everyone. I know, I'm just saying things that have been said before. Labeling everyone on the actions of, a handful of people. You don't need to look at this one day a year to see the fucking morons that go to Queens. Like, I thought you had to get an 85 to get in. You do. But I don't know if you've noticed, but there are plenty of people who are book smart who are the dumbest shits in the world. Why is it that I can go into a bathroom at Queen's University and, you know, the Harvard of Canada, and toilets aren't flushed, and the stupid shit written on the bathroom walls? Although, some of the discussions can be very, like, enlightened. They're very, like, intelligent back and forth, but then some of them are stupid. There's the stupid people who don't know how to get the fuck out of the road. When I'm driving, you know, I'm driving a Buick. That could fucking flatten a Queen's bitch. I swear to God, I was driving up Alfred, and, you know, on my side of the road, doing, I don't know, like 30, 40, watching for people in the road. There's a truck stopped on the other side of the road, and there's a girl with her arms in the window talking to someone. But, like, in the middle of the road, and I can't get by, and I honk, and she just fucking looks at me. A raccoon knows better than that. Like, oh my God. Like, yeah, you don't need Homecoming to see the idiots here. You know, and it's the same with the racism issue, saying that, like, Queens is a white racist school. No. There are some stupid racist people here, just as there are stupid racist people everywhere. The location doesn't change that. So, yeah, Homecoming, victory, loss, I don't know what it was. It was just, I don't know, probably a victory for Don Rogers and his tight-ass club. I don't think that debauchery and violence constitutes a tradition at Queen's, but I also don't think the kind of hype that was built up around it was necessary or productive at all. So here's to a relatively calm Homecoming, and hopefully in the next couple years we can have, you know, indoor house parties and, I don't know, maybe some sort of exterior event with tickets or regulation, or, you know, I'm leaving in a year, so, I don't know, flip another car. I don't care. Can it really get any worse?